it's a mind game. You've done all of the preparation. It's just that, can you pull it off in that moment? And it's all up to your head.
Well, he's the first Irish gymnast to make a world final, and I think he's just got himself onto the podium.
What style, absolutely fantastic.
Happy Thursday, folks. Good morning, happy Friday. Alright, so this is like attempt number 3 of me making a new video. Let's see if I actually follow through with it this time. I mean, I've been videoing parts of days, but then just forgetting to kind of structure it in a way that I could put it into a video. Anyway, a small update is that I haven't been able to drive my car, so Luke has been driving me about everywhere, and I've also just been walking a lot more, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I'm quite enjoying it. This is the National Sports Campus for Ireland. And to be honest, it's quite the nifty setup. That's the National Aquatic Centre right there. And it is just pretty much a huge plot of land that caters to so many different sports. And over the past 7 years or so, it has come a long way. So Ireland went from a country with very little, next to no sporting success at all, but then came... That's Tal. She's a modern path athlete. So as I was saying, Ireland didn't have a rich history of success in sport, but then came along the likes of Michael Conlon, Paddy Barnes, and of course Katie Taylor, who brought in the results. And then after results comes a lot of money into sport, which then enables Sport Ireland to create facilities like this amazing sports campus. And another benefit of having this sports campus and having this sports institute where a lot of athletes train is that you get to build a rapport with the team. So I'm not going to these Olympic Games knowing absolutely nobody on the team, which would have been the case, I would have even said, the last Olympic cycle, because nobody really trained in Dublin. They all trained just where they were in their individual clubs. But this time, luckily, I'm going in knowing all of the hockey girls. You know, you saw Tal shouting out the window of her car there, so it just shows how much of a great relationship all of the athletes have with each other. And that's the kind of thing that makes a difference going into a big competition like the Olympics. When you know your teammates and you know your support staff around you, it makes a big difference to your performance. That is just a huge indoor rugby facility for the IRFU, and their pitches are also over there, so it's great to have them on the campus also, along with the indoor arena, which is where I train, along with the athletics track. The gymnastics area is just down at the bottom there. It was a huge weekend for gymnastics. The last Olympic trials happened for the US team, and also the last Olympic qualification process happened in Doha World Cup. It kicked off on Friday with the Doha World Cup, and the person I was watching was Petronius on rings. The current Olympic champion on rings had to pull off the best routine of his life to qualify that spot to the Olympic Games. It was such a pressured situation, and everybody knew that he literally needed to do the best routine ever and also stick that dismount.
Tenta soltar pouquinho. Agora eu optei até por ficar em silêncio, porque é impressionante o momento, né? Pedia isso. Ele vibra. Agora sim.
So it was proper intense watching that routine, and he done it. He went and stuck that dismount cold, and I went crazy. That was one of the best gymnastics moments I've witnessed in my life. And I feel like that's pretty much what sport's all about, is who can pull it off when it matters the most in that most pressured situation possible. He knew what he needed to do, and he knew the pressure that was on his shoulders. It's just, can you pull it off in that moment? And that's exactly what he done. Another person who pulled it off under pressure was my good friend and fellow pommel horse worker Alec Yoder in the US Olympic trials. He knew himself that he had to pull off 2 good routines, 2 amazing routines that could prove to the selection committee on USA Gymnastics that he could go to the Olympic Games and potentially win a medal. And that's exactly what he done. He pulled off 2 very solid routines, 1 very good save on the second routine, and I tip my hat to him because that was some save, and he kept his composure even though it was a shaky start to the start of the routine. He kept his composure and right to the end of that routine, and showed everybody that even though he was under that pressure situation, he could still pull off a routine like that. It's very admirable. It's something that I always find so admirable in gymnastics, is when people can pull things off under so much pressure. Because at the end of the day, especially on pommel horse, it's a mind game. You've done all of the preparation. It's just that, can you pull it off in that moment? And it's all up to your head. We're a little alike, aren't we? These past couple of weeks of training have been going so well. So it has turned out to be a great Friday for me. I'm yet again walking out of this gym knowing that I've put everything into this week of training, and that's such a satisfying feeling, knowing that you've given 100% into your craft, into what you do. I just feel so satisfied leaving this week behind me and taking the benefits and improvements into next week. I feel so good. Outside of training, I've kind of taken a step back from any other projects or media work or photos that I needed to do, because I want my sole focus just to be on training. I feel like that's where a lot of athletes can go wrong on the lead up to the Olympic Games. There's so much media attention around you, and a lot of people can just be absorbed into that and let it distract you from your actual gymnastics or sport. I'm not going to let that happen to me. I just want to focus on my job only, and the way I can do that is just by training my butt off and focusing on what I'm doing in the gym alone. So it seemed to have worked a treat, because these past couple of weeks have been they've been amazing. I wouldn't have my training any other way. I'm right on track going up to the Olympics. My body's feeling great, and I feel like I say this in every other vlog now, but it's so true. I feel amazing, and I'm just super excited to get kick-started, get out there in Tokyo. We are going to a training camp in Gintendo University. I believe the American gymnasts are there, also the Netherlands gymnasts, so it'll be good to hopefully bump into them, but I think we're training at different times. But it would still be great to get in a different environment, and I know that I thrive off that environment. I just get a little bit of a kick of energy from that, so I'm looking forward to just getting on the plane and going to Japan already. I'll also make another video tomorrow. It's when I get my Irish Olympic kit, so that's a super exciting day. That's just one of those days where it all becomes real. You know, you're finally getting the Olympic kit that you're going to wear on your back out there in Tokyo, so that'll be exciting, and I look forward to showing you guys all of the kit. Hello, how's it going, mate? Yeah, very much, yes. Okay, enjoy. Thank you, mate. Thank you. Woo! Something just makes me so happy about food, honestly. And having it ready made by a restaurant. It's too good. I cannot thank Gourmet Food Parlour enough for these ready meals. I'm gonna miss them. I hope this sponsorship continues after Tokyo, because I want this all the time. I wonder if even they'll do it after I finish gymnastics. I'll work on it. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to like it, leave a comment. Let me know in the comments what you'd like to see in my day-to-day life, because honestly, I'm just winging this whole vlogging thing. So it'll be great to hear your feedback, and I guess I'll catch you in the next video.